Hi, you guys, and welcome to Nosy Bystanders Live. I am your host, Chief Nosy Bystander, one word. And today we're talking about Miss LaTosha. I think it's pronounced LaTosha or LaTosha. I think it's LaTosha. Because Honey Child, she came out swinging. Tears in everything. Full circle. Now, I wasn't going to cover the story because, frankly, I just don't care. But we talked about it last night at the end of our live stream. And then today she did a live stream on Instagram. I didn't know because I don't follow her or any of this mess, but she did a live stream on Instagram, honey. And apparently she is quite remorseful. And we got to get into those details because at first I thought honestly, I thought her and her husband were just going to duck and dodge. I did. I just thought they were like, look, girl, that's 30 years old. You know, Tamika said it was about $45,000, but she just settled at 30. So she's just like, you know what? Like, I thought she was just gonna be like, whoop-de-doo. Now, I didn't have the live stream, but a bunch of people on Twitter have kind of screen grabbed the important parts, which is fine with me. Okay, I'll take that. We'll take what we can get. It's Friday. Shit. Okay, so we're gonna get into this story because it's full circle. Okay, so let's see who's all in the building first. What's up, Callie? Hello, Knows You're Inquisitive. Hello, Shug. Hello, Bow Lady. Hello, Quanda. Hello, Cammy on the Go. Hello, Virgo Bay. Hello, Brenna. Ooh, not me shedding, honey, on camera. Okay. Hello, Amber. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, DL. Hello, Taniki. Hello, Sheree. Hello, Lexi. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Taurus season. Kim says, hey, y'all, it's thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Child. Tomorrow's the first of the month. Y'all rent due. Okay. Don't be crazy. Don't be crazy this weekend. Don't be crazy this weekend. Rent due. Okay. I don't care what your husband say. I don't care if your baby daddy being on his best behavior. I don't even care if your girlfriend being on the best behavior for the LGBTQs in the building or your boyfriend. Don't spend the rent. Don't. I don't care what he said. I don't care if he said, look, you've been working all week. You need to relax. No. Don't. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, April. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Anna. How you doing today? Hello, YNV. Hello, MP Naturals. Hello, Ditch Doctor. Hello, Tanisha. Hello, DL. Hello, Deandra. Deandra says, hey, cousins, what's up? Hello, V Hager said, just stop by to hit the like button. I'm tired of this story. I'm new to the storyline, so I'm not quite tired of it just yet. Because I'm not one of those people who like harp on stories all week. I just hello, Darnita. How you doing today? Hello, Fatine the Boss. Hello, Sue Lee. Hello, Ezrika. Hello, our Virgil. Hello, Leah. Anybody here from Facebook? Hello, Kimberly. How you doing today? Hello, Deborah. Hello, Anita. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Tidy. Child. Hello, Ramel. All from Facebook. Hello, Mary Moore says hello, everyone. Hello, Mary. You must be new here because we cousins. On our mama side. And if you're black, you know. Okay. Cousins on our mama side. Okay. On the mama side only. What's up? Sherelle says, your hair looked good. I did a keratin treatment yesterday. And then I washed it. I didn't wash it today because I only washed my hair y'all, I wash my hair once a month. But when I'm in the shower, I do probably like 2 or 3 times a week. I'll condition my hair every time, and then I just do like this and rub it in. But I don't wash it because you don't really want to strip your hair of those oils. I'm black, so my hair is just naturally dry. So I try to just keep as much of the natural oils in it. So I just wash my hair, literally wash it once a month, but I condition it 2 to 3 at max 4 times a week. And then I always do at least maybe like 2 or 3 keratin treatments a month. So yeah, but don't wash your hair that much. We black. We trying to retain length, honey. So you need all the oils you can get. What's up, Ramel? What's up, Watson? Mrs. Nostalgia, how you doing today? Says Tasha said in the live that in Jesus' name, F y'all, I will steal if I want to. Amen. Did she say that? I hope she didn't, because that don't look good on her. What's up, Simone? How you doing today? So let's get into this video. So if you guys already know the storyline, I hope I don't have to tell it to you, but these are the 2 women Tamika's from Escape. I don't know if LaTosha's from Escape and she's no longer with Escape. I don't really know that whole entire dynamic. But let's just say the women of escape, to make it real simple. LaTosha, or sorry, Tamika was accusing her sister LaTosha of stealing a little over $30,000, around $45,000 from her sometime in like I want to say 90s or early 2000s. Let's just call it a spade, the late 90s. And she had been really accusing her sister for a number of years. And finally, it just kind of like brought itself to a head. So here's where we are now. Last week, Tamika had put out all the receipts showing that her sister had indeed signed checks over in her name, including changing her address and using her own personal email to steal from her sister, allegedly. But we kind of just thought that was the end of it. Well, apparently her sister came forward and she had a lot more to say. So um, let's see what her sister got to say. This is from Mary Moore. Says, I'm always here watching. Hello, cousins. Oh, okay. Oh, welcome. Okay, let's get into this. I'm going to blow my screen up just so y'all can see it a little bit better, and then you can just hear me talk. Let's get into the first clip. Shout out to Ken Barbie, or it's Ken Barbie over on Twitter. I follow Ken. Do I follow Ken Barbie? Oh, well, I'll follow them now because I usually use most of my stories from them. So shout out to Ken Barbie. They screen grabbed a bunch of these clips and I want to get into them. So the caption says, who can I run to? Kim Barbie messy, y'all. Escapes LaTosha Scott breaks down in tears on Instagram Live as she discusses all of the recent drama surrounding the group. Her husband, I think his name is Rocky, her husband Rocky, and the backlash she received. And then they put in quotes, how do you know, how do y'all know I'm strong enough to handle this? I feel so alone. Let's get into the first clip.
I've been wanting to take it seem like.
And let me turn my volume up and then I'm going to mute myself so there's no echo. Okay.
Oh, he's everything, but he's everything to me and my family. He's everything to me and our son. And do we have problems? Are we perfect? No, we're not. Is he perfect? No, he's not. Am I perfect? I'm not perfect. I'm very much aware of the allegations that are happening about him. I see everything. As a wife, you see everything. But with our relationship, some people keep the fact that they have an open relationship quiet. They want to keep it private, but we have that. And for us to be judged or whatever by the things that people are saying, y'all keep judging, y'all keep living, y'all got marriages, everybody.
Now, I want to be clear. Is this the one whose husband was having a secret baby? Is this her? Is this her? Is this the one with the husband with the secret baby? Okay, it is. Okay. So first, the secret baby comes out. She recants the story in earlier this year or late last year. I can't remember. Then she sits down with Tasha K, right? And now it's an open relationship. Come on, girl. Because most open relationships do not end with a baby. Because most people who are engaged in open relationships typically are practicing safe sex because they know that their relationship's open and they don't want it to lead to anything crazy. And then sometimes, but not all the time, it will lead to a polyamorous relationship. So first, the woman comes out, says she has a baby with him. Then she recants the story, says her her Instagram got hacked. Then she sits down with Tasha K, says indeed she did have a relationship with him, and now all of a sudden it's an open relationship. Girl, yeah, I called it. Feisty locks. This from Leah says she ain't got an open relationship. This is her version of damage control, but she's looking even more like a fool. Yes, she is. She has a tattoo on her back with his name. That's her husband. She gonna stick beside him. Okay, she gonna stick beside him.
It ain't gonna always be true. Things happen. At the end of the day, do I stand beside my husband? I know, y'all think I don't know. I know everything. Everything. I'm not oblivious to things. My husband and I, what y'all don't understand, we do have an open relationship. We have spoken about things. That is my private business. But because I'm sharing my heart with y'all, I'm letting y'all know, please stop it. I can't even think about the things that are going on now because I'm being attacked everywhere I go. I'm being attacked. I go to the radio stations. I'm being attacked. I go to this place. I'm being attacked because I said I wanted to do a gospel project, a gospel. I want to sing to the Lord. And every other minute I'm being attacked. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. My sister, that's my family. My husband, that's my family. And I can't even get through the things that I got to get through because y'all attacking me. How do y'all think that? How do y'all even know that I'm strong enough to take all of the stuff that I'm taking? I feel like I'm by myself. That I am.
Now, I mean, like, nobody wants to see a woman, nobody wants to see anybody get on the internet and cry. I honestly don't. Like, so I do sympathize her in that effect. And I'm not going to sit here and judge her on mistakes that she might have made in the past, or even the damage control that she's attempting to fix. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to sit here and judge no woman because I don't know her. I don't know her relationship. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if she's just trying to fight to save her marriage. I don't know. Right. And I don't really know what's going on with her sister. But like, if she did take that money from her sister, allegedly, right? Because we got to say allegedly, so we don't get sued. But if she did take that money from her sister, then it could not have, based off of how the turning of events, it could not have been corrected if your sister does a video and she lays out the receipts. So there must be something going on behind the scenes that your sister didn't feel as though you were taking ownership of what was going on, in order for your sister to come forward and be like, nah, she's lying and she did take this money, right? Because why would your sister be holding on to those receipts for so long? You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that's the part that gets me. So were you trying to work it out with your sister and get things corrected? Because if you were, right, you're working it out with your sister, and your sister then took it upon herself to do that live stream and show those receipts, well, then your sister's just messy. Tamika is who I'm referring to. That she's just messy, and she's just trying to get back into the limelight, or trying to like revamp her career, her notoriety, who knows, right? So that's the only question I would have. Was LaTosha, and is she still currently trying to fix the issues within her and her sister's relationship behind the scenes? Because if she is, and her sister put out that video, then Tamika wrong. But if she wasn't, then Tamika would be in the right. So it's really hard to judge that. But let's just continue to listen to what else she has to say, because I feel like there's a lot of gray area going on.
Alone, and nobody wants to feel like that. Nobody. I just wanted to sing. That's it. And me wanting to sing has caused so much controversy. So
now, can somebody catch me up to speed? Because I don't feel like watching the video from yesterday, but I think Tamika was saying something about that gospel album. For some strange reason, that gospel album, guys, give me a second, because I need to go back and watch that video with Tamika, because I need to figure out what is going on with this gospel album that's kind of got everybody in a flurry. Hold on one second. Hold on. Didn't I save it? I'm going to watch tomorrow. I'm going to watch yesterday's episode. Hold on. Give me a second. Because I need to see what she said before I can, like, I got to see what she said. Because it's not going to, the math won't math for me unless I do it. Hold on, you guys. Okay, hold on. Okay, well, who got the safe code? The code to your safe? She said only her and her husband. But somebody stole my tape. Now I'm actually blackmailed by them. If I don't
apologize. They're going to put the tape out. This is what the text says. So, you know what? You're not going to scare me. You got my tape. But you said you didn't have it. Says they wanted me my sister to do a gospel album.
Okay.
So the management at the time went and I sat down with her, and she said that Motown Records offered me and my sister a gospel deal. Right? So my sister came up to my house in March of last year. Came up, we spent the night, got snowed in, we were singing, we were cooking, having a good time. But it was a scratch and a record. I told her that we need to split everything down there. We need to write everything. We need to create everything together. And all of a sudden, she was outraged. She was like, well, this is what I do. I do music. You can do screenplays, and you can write plays and movies, but I'm the singer in the family. So me and my husband was looking like, what just happened here? We're sitting here talking about a deal. He's back. I'm the singer. I'm this. I do this. So it is all between all that I was tired and cooking and cleaning. I fell asleep on her bed. But when I fell asleep, my husband said she kept talking. He walked out. She was just mad. So when she left my house, she never mentioned it again. And now she posted receipts on her name saying that Rocky got us a deal. But if you look real close to the paperwork, like I did, I screenshot it and read it. It says, dear, whatever the guy name was. She was asking questions. She said, what's his name? The manager, Rocky, and I. So the and I was not Roger. It was the lady who sat down with us and told us she got us the deal. Our own management. So how did Rocky get us the deal? I'm just sick and tired of her praising him like he's God. It's like she wants him to be this big. Okay, stay focused. Stay focused. But he did not get us the deal. I'm sure he was the one that talked her out of it. Of both of them. Because how you steal my money and steal my gospel deal. Oh, and it gets better. Check this out. So I have people calling me.
That doesn't even make that. She says it. Listen, Tamika says it so fast. She's hoping you don't catch what she's saying. She says it so fast. She's hoping you don't catch what she's saying. Tamika is accusing her sister of stealing a gospel deal with Motown Records from her. That is what she said. But 2 breaths within that sentence prior, she said that her sister got them the deal. So what the fuck is she talking about? That's why you got with these type of situations, specifically familial relationships, you gotta listen to what they say, because the way sisters argue and the way brothers and family and uncles argue is not the same as 2 people across the internet or 2 business partners. It's a completely separate arena. So what it sounds like was jealousy. It sounds like, and this is according to Tamika, it sounds like it was LaTosha's deal. And she wanted to bring her sister in on it. And when her sister started talking about, oh, we could turn this into like a gospel brunch and this. And LaTosha said, I don't do none of that. I just sing. And you know exactly what LaTosha did? I'm sorry. Yeah, you know exactly what Tamika did? She said, I went to sleep because I wasn't trying to hear that. So you're dismissive is what you're saying. That's what you're saying. So while your sister is explaining to you this quote unquote gospel deal, and you, Tamika, trying to expand it into something greater, right? Like, you know how, those gospel networks do like the Mother's Day thing, and it's like this big extravagant thing. And then you got like CeCe Winans and Donnie McClurkin. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like those big extravaganzas. It sounds like LaTosha was like, no, let's just keep this as a record deal. And Tamika's like, no, let's make it something bigger. And when her sister dismissed it, she literally says in this recording, I fell asleep because I wasn't trying to hear that. So if you fall asleep while I'm trying to tell you about a deal that I'm trying to solidify for us, how else am I supposed to take it? It sounds like you don't want the deal. So when your sister starts saying, well, then me and my husband secured this deal because based off the conversation I had with you and your husband at your house for dinner, bitch, you fell asleep. It sounds like you didn't want to be a part of this deal. That's what it sounds like. That's exactly what it sounds like. And so now you're trying to spin it and say, oh, this is my deal. She said it with her own mouth that my sister brought this deal to me. And then for her to end the sentence and say, she stole my deal. You mean the deal you fell asleep on and you couldn't care two seconds to listen to? That same deal? Impossible. There's some anomalies going on. And I'm not talking about the money. I'm talking about that gospel deal, because the money, it's clear. LaTosha took that money, but that gospel deal seems to have everybody in a tizzy. It seems to have everybody in a tizzy. And I'm going to tell you exactly why it has everybody, it's specifically Tamika, why it has Tamika in a tizzy, because it was probably her next big thing that she could do, transitioning into gospel music. But here's the thing. If your sister's explaining it to you and you can't even care enough to stay awake and listen to it, what is she supposed to do? I mean, I'm asking objectively, what is she supposed to do? I'm confused. You know, I'm just confused. You know, because it's the small, minute details that Tamika just glossed over and nobody even paid attention. I'm like, how's nobody paying attention to that? She literally said, I fell asleep because I didn't want to hear what she was offering me. And when she posted about it in a celebratory manner, she said, I screenshot it, I zoomed in, and I saw her husband's name there. And in her brain, Tamika, that was enough. She stole the deal. That is delusional. That is the most delusional, convoluted sentence I've ever heard in my entire, and I've heard some convoluted stuff across the internet, but that one takes the cake. That one took the cake on delusional. Let me get some of y'all comments, because woo child. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Exactly. Yeah. You said, look at the receipt that she posted. I'm not talking about the money. We're not referring to the money. We're only talking about the gospel deal. I'm not talking about the money. This from Jasmine says, you know what? Tasha says that she didn't steal the money. She might be right. She could be. Those receipts are hard to disprove, though. You know what I mean? The signature and the email address and her husband's signature. I don't know about that. Because it's right there in my face. You said, but it wasn't Tasha, it was her husband. Notice how Tasha didn't say we in the apology. She kept saying I, Tasha, is still wrong. You know, you got a point. You might have a point there. You might have a point. Point might be had. As for Amber says, after Tasha kept talking about it for hours and hours, so what? What does her talking about something for hours and hours? Talking about something for hours and hours could be a sign of excitement, right? Possibly. Possible. It doesn't mean that her talking about it for hours and hours, the person who you're supposed to go into the deal with should be dismissive of it. Either Tamika wanted to go into that deal with that gospel record or she didn't, regardless of if your sister's talking about it for hours and hours. So what? That has nothing to do with the sentence. She said her sister brought her, her sister said she was approached with the deal. In that entire audio, she is negating information. She tried to make LaTosha sound crazy. Like, I'm gonna play it back because I think some of y'all not hearing what I'm hearing. So let me just run it back one more time so you can hear exactly what she's saying. And I'm gonna lay it out for you. The first instance, she talks about her sister solidifying the deal slightly, right? Because she needs Tamika to do it with her. The second instance, she said that her sister LaTosha got irate because she kept reiterating, I'm just a singer, I'm just a singer. You know what that indicates for me? That is, there's something missing, because people don't just go from talking about something and then becoming irate. There's a missing portion. Tamika then follows up and says she kept saying that she doesn't talk about, what's it called? She doesn't talk about the other stuff in venues and this and this and this. She's just a singer, which indicates there is a missing portion of that conversation that Tamika is negating. Why would your sister mention those things that she's not a part of and that she's just a singer? What is the other portion of the conversation? Because the entire time, Tamika only discussed what her sister said. She never talked about what she said as a rebuttal. She proceeds to say, well, she was talking for hours and hours, so I went to sleep. Still, that negation, right? They're still missing portions of the conversation. And then she said her sister posted about it, said that Rocky and I got this deal. And then she finishes the sentence. I'm going to replay it, but I want to make sure you guys understand the timeline. Then she says she stole my gospel deal. Point blank, period. It's that simple. You have to listen for the things that are not being said. Okay, so let me play it back. Okay, hold on.
She's asking questions. She said, what's his name? The manager, Rocky, and I.
Okay, let me go back a little further.
On the first day,
hold on, there's an ad.
$12,000, and I was like, "Wow, that was cool." They got
okay.
So they switched. The misconception is, so I didn't want to take it back to my house, so I gave the tape to my sister and told her to hold it. Okay, well, who got the safe code? Who got the code of your safe? You know what? You're not going to scare me. You got my tape. And she said, okay. So, at the beginning of last year, my grandmother and my mom all said they wanted me and my sister to do a gospel.
Listen.
Management at the time went and I sat down with her, and she said that Motown Records offered me and my sister a gospel deal, right? So my sister came up to my house in March of last year.
She said their management sat down and said that Motown Records offered her and her sister a gospel deal. Continuing.
Came up, we spent the night, passed over, and we were singing, we were cooking, having a good time. But it was a scratch in the record that I told her that we need to split everything down the middle.
She said that her and her sister, they agreed to split everything down the middle during Sunday dinner.
We need to write everything, we need to create everything together. And all of a sudden, she was outraged. She was like, this is what I do. I do music. You can do screenplays, and you can write plays and movies, but I'm the senior in the family. So me and my husband was looking like.
She said that after she discussed with her sister splitting everything down the middle, her sister got irate and stated that you can write screenplays and movies, but I'm the singer. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? I just want to ask you guys, listen, this is how analytics works. Her sister says, Tamika says, I told my sister we're going to split everything down the middle, basically the money and all the work, right? Like when it comes to writing songs or whatever, right? Whatever that entails. I'm just assuming the money because it really seems like about money. Her sister gets irate and says, I'm just the singer. And then she says, and I quote, you can write the screenplays, you can write the movies, you can do all of that other stuff. I am just the singer. What is that signaling in your brain? It signals that there is a missing portion of the conversation Tamika is negating. Because if you're talking about splitting money down the middle, why is your sister talking about films and screenplays? That had nothing to do with a record deal, a gospel deal. That means there's a portion of the conversation Tamika is not explaining and not disclosing because it doesn't make sense, right? It's a missing portion of the conversation. Something's missing. Something's missing. Okay? Something's missing. I'm going to continue.
What's happening here? We're sitting here talking about a deal. You talking about my Jerry Crow juice? Back.
Sorry, that's me. We're watching my video.
For us, and she just went bananas. I'm the singer. I'm this. I write. I do this. So it is up between all that I was tired of cooking and cleaning.
She says that her sister gets irate and says, I'm the singer. I sing, I write, I do this and that. Why is your sister irate? Or are you not disclosing the key portion of the conversation that made your sister irate? Because it seems like you're not disclosing the full conversation. What made your sister irate?
When I fell asleep, my husband kept talking. He walked out.
She says that her husband, she says she fell asleep and her husband kept talking. I'm sorry, she fell asleep and her sister kept talking.
She was just mad. So when she left my house, she never mentioned it again. And now she posted receipts on her thing saying it right.
Now here's the kicker. Here's the fucking kicker. She says that when she left her house, she never talked about the record deal again, right? Did you hear that? She said, when my sister left my house, she never talked about the record deal again. No, she never talked about the record deal again with you. If your management came to you and your sister, right? Because let me correct myself. I thought LaTosha came to her with the record deal. It was management. If management came to you, right, about a record deal, a gospel album with Motown Records, and you and your sister are discussing the details, and you just fall asleep on your sister because you don't want to hear what she has to say because you had broached your sister with a key detail of the story that you just won't tell us. So your sister becomes irate and starts ranting about it. So you go to sleep because you're being dismissive. So you're saying that it's the management's role and your sister's role to convince you to do the album. And since they didn't talk to you about it, then the album's dead. That's arrogance. That's what that is.
Deal. But if you look real close to the paperwork, like I did, I screenshot it and read it. It says, dear, whatever the guy name was. She was asking questions. She said, what's his name? The manager, Rocky, and I. So the and I was not Rocky. It was the lady who sat down with us and told us who she got us the deal. Our own management. So how did Rocky get us the deal? I'm just sick and tired of her praising him like he's God. It's like she wants him to be this big. Okay, stay focused. Stay focused. But he did not get us the deal. I'm sure he was the one that talked her out of it. Of both of them. Because how you steal my money and steal my gospel deal.
That's crazy. She said, how did you steal my money and my gospel deal? I thought management brought the deal to both of you. Yeah. Listen, let me tell y'all something. The wool doesn't get pulled over my eyes. Okay. The wool does not get pulled over my eyes. Not with that one. There's something about the whole story that seemed just sus. It just seemed sus, but she spoke. It's what she said. I can't make words up out of thin air. It's what Tamika said. They're her words. Okay. Completely. Let me get to some of your comments. This is from Jasmine says, but that's how it translates in my mind. Well, how does what translate in your mind? This is from It's Me. Danny says, Tasha wanted more equity in the record deal since Tamika was making money in other places. That makes sense, right? Look, that's her discretion. That's their deal. This from Angela Jones says, Tamika said she wanted to have input in the writing and everything that would happen. That doesn't make sense. Now, she might have said that. I'm not saying that. Let me correct myself. That makes sense. But what she's saying in this audio recording doesn't make sense. These are her words, y'all. I'm not saying them using, ventriloquism. Okay. I'm not throwing my voice. These are her words. If Tamika wanted input on writing and everything else that happened, she stated in this recording, the recording is here, you guys. We listened to it last night. I could play it 20 times over for you. Why would she say that her sister was irate about screenwriting and writing and everything else? That makes no sense. Think about it. Just put your thinking caps on. Just for 1 second. Don't pick sides. Just use discernment. Okay. If, according to Tamika, LaTosha, right, was exclaiming that she's just a singer, right? That she don't do all that other stuff, that writing stuff. She don't do all that other stuff, right? According to Tamika, we're going according to Tamika, okay? Not me and not the internet blogger fairies in the sky. Tamika's words. If Tamika said, my sister became irate because it sounds like she didn't want to do that other stuff, right? The writing, the screenwriting, all that other stuff, according to Tamika. And that her sister said she's just a singer, right? And according to you, Angeli, you're saying that Tamika says she wanted input on writing and everything else that would happen. If her sister, follow me, because we're almost there. If her sister says, I don't want to deal with any of the writing and stuff or whatever it would entail, and Tamika saying, well, I just wanted some input on writing. Now she's already claiming that her sister says she doesn't want any part of the writing. Tamika saying, I just wanted a little bit of input into the writing. Does that even sound consistent? So either LaTosha wanted to do all the writing and etch Tamika out, right? But according to Tamika, that's not what it was. That's not the case. I think some of y'all are playing mental gymnastics in your head because you might have an affinity for Tamika, and that's okay. You can. Look, you can have your favorites. That's fine. I don't care. But in order for this statement to be true, then this recording would have to be false. If Tamika said this in another interview or said this in an extended interview or said this in the other portion of her recording, then her statement is false. It doesn't make any sense. She can't say, I just wanted some writing and a little bit of input on that. But your sister already sounded like she didn't even want the responsibility of the writing. So what is it? Did your sister want all the responsibility or another responsibility? Does that make sense to anyone? You said discernment says Tasha was trying to do a solo gospel deal. We could not be hearing the same recording. There's no way. There's no way. There's literally no way. It makes literal zero sense. This from Amber said, Chief, you're wrong. About what? Let me know. This from Little Kim says, you have to know the history of the siblings rivalry in order to analyze it properly. I'm not analyzing their history. I think that's where you guys that's what you guys are not understanding. In order to be able to get a foundational understanding of someone, you do have to analyze their entire history. I'm not doing that. I'm analyzing a 2-minute clip and the contradictions in a 2-minute clip. Imagine if I tried to analyze their whole goddamn life. We haven't even gotten off the gospel. We haven't even got to the $30,000 yet. We're still talking about the gospel. It's riddled with contradictions. And it's okay if you guys have favorites and you like them and you defend them vehemently. But I'm gonna tell y'all now, that don't mean nothing to me. I've tussled with the great ones, okay, about their favorites, okay? This from Amber says, you don't know all the facts. What are the facts? It's that simple. What are the facts? This from Ray Wilson says, I'm late, but I'm here for Scott over. Yeah, right. This from Candace says, that's the problem. What's the problem? This is from Renee says, Tasha has said those words before, I'm the singer. I'm aware of that. I'm fully aware of that. This from Sherelle Pruitt says, you got to watch the show. Tasha is Rocky's robot. He tells her what to say and what not to say. We haven't even gotten to the rest of the live stream, y'all. We're still talking about the gospel album. Y'all over there and we right here. I need everybody to redirect their focus right here. Where are y'all? Because we're on Earth and some of y'all seem to be on Pluto and Venus. We are right here. We have not moved. We are still talking about a 1-minute clip riddled with contradictions, and yet no one has offered anything substantive to the contradictions. Okay. This from Empress Lenoir, I hope I'm saying that right, said Tamika said 50-50. LaTosha said she only sings. Maybe LaTosha wanted a larger percentage because singing was the only money producing talent while Tamika makes money through other avenues. Hold on, let me reread that. Maybe LaTosha, because I always get them confused. LaTosha, Tamika. Maybe LaTosha wanted a larger percentage because singing was the only money producing talent that while Tamika makes money through other avenues. She didn't say that though, because she could have easily said that. She didn't say that. She said, and I could play it back, but I'm going to quote it. She said that she told her sister, Tamika said, I told my sister I want to split everything 50-50. Now, what that entails, she didn't explain, but it sounded like money. So for the sake of argument, we're going to say the 50-50 split was about money. She said her sister got irate and said that she is just a singer, that she doesn't do all that other stuff. Now, somebody tried to argue and say that Tamika said, well, she wanted some input on writing. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Because it sounded like LaTosha was trying to say, I'm not doing none of that. You can do it. So for her to say, I just want to input on writing, it's your sister didn't want any other responsibility other than singing. So she can't come now and argue, say, oh, my sister wanted to take everything and she wanted to do everything. And I said I was even split and I just want to input on writing. No, that's not what you said. You already stated that your sister didn't want any other responsibility other than singing. So she cannot follow up and come back and say, well, my sister was trying to take control over everything and I simply just wanted to do a little bit. You can't say that because you've already put out a statement. So maybe correct the statement first before you try to, not you, Empress, I'm speaking about Tamika, before you try to say, well, I just wanted a little bit of input on this. You can't say that because you're already on the record saying that your sister didn't want the responsibility of other stuff. Right? Does that make sense? Okay, we're following along. This from Jasmine says there's 221 and no one I hear says yes. That makes sense in regards to your analysis. Y'all, we are still on the album. I'm trying to figure out where everybody's at. Where is everybody? Because y'all keep talking about analyze their whole life, analyze just their marriage, analyze the cheating, analyze the $45,000. We haven't gotten there yet. That's not how this works. We are still on the inconsistencies made by Tamika in regards to the gospel deal. Okay? We have not moved yet. We are still here. We are still here. I'm not trying to understand. I'm trying to understand where everyone else is at. We are here. Jasmine, where are you? Because I'm getting a little concerned. Where are you? Because we're here, right? In between these two brackets, we're here, right? We're here. We're here. Where are you? Where are you? Tell me, help me. Are you over there? Because we can bring you back in here. Are you over there? Because we'll bring you back over here. We have not moved yet from this record deal. Where are you? Help me, help you, help me, help you, help me, help you. Okay, where are you? Because I'm just trying to only talk about one thing at a time. I'm not reviewing these women's lives. I don't care. I'm not reviewing cheating scandals or nothing else. Okay, because we ain't there yet. We're just here. Okay, so you might be a bit confused. So you're gonna just slow your thinking down 6 inches. And you're going to come back to the center. Does that make sense? Because we have not finished yet on this record deal. I mean, I could play the recording over and over and over again. 12 times if you like. Okay? So just, you got to be here. Okay? You just got to be here. All right? This is from SLH says, Chief, you got to watch the show. Again. I'm trying to help y'all get an understanding of where we're at. I don't need to watch a show to analyze a 2-minute clip. I already have. Y'all, let me just break it down one more time so I think y'all can follow along. There is a 2-minute clip of Tamika discussing, I'm gonna just talk real slow because I feel like I might lose some of y'all, discussing a record deal. Okay? Are y'all with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Did I lose anybody? Okay, so I'm going to just repeat the sentence because I don't think anybody caught it. We're discussing a 2-minute clip of Tamika discussing a record deal. Do y'all follow that part? That's the only sentence I need y'all to follow. Do you get that? Does that make sense to anyone before I get to the next sentence? Because if it's not making sense to anyone, I'm going to say the sentence for a third time. Do you understand that we are discussing a 2-minute clip of Tamika discussing a record deal? Do you get that? You got it? Are we getting it? Okay. Yes. Okay. We're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting it. We're okay. We're getting it. So wow. Yeah, we're getting it. Okay. We're here. We're here. Okay. You know what we're not talking about? Marriages, mistresses, missing 40, stolen 45, alleged stolen $45,000. Sister dynamic. We're not talking about how their mom and daddy raised them. We're not talking about Candy Burris. We're not talking about their tour. We're not talking about their reality show. Do you got it? We're not talking about none of that. So you're going to have to take all of that and take it and move it outside of your brain because we're not discussing it. We're talking about a 2-minute clip. So all of those notions that you have in your brain, well, Steph, you got to understand the dynamic between the sisters. Oh, Steph, you got to understand about her husband's relationship with Rocky. Oh, Steph, you had to I don't got to understand none of that because I'm not talking about none of that. And if I was, we will get to it. What we're discussing is a 2-minute clip. That's it. It's that simple. Okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't give a fuck about Tamika. And I can tell in the comments a lot of you do. So let me make this clear so you can decide if you want to continue to listen to the rest of this live stream or leave. I don't give a fuck about Tamika Scott escape or none of this shit. I simply want to analyze that 2-minute clip because I think it's imperative to listen to the inconsistencies from Tamika. I don't got a dog or a bone in this fight. If you've come here in support of Tamika, please see your way out. That's it. Okay? If you've come here to cape for a woman who doesn't know you, see your way out. If you've come here to discuss anything other than that 2-minute clip, because we haven't even gotten to the other stuff yet. If you've come here to discuss anything other than that 2-minute clip, see your way out. And you're more than welcome to come back tomorrow. But today, beat it, okay? Because we're not even done. It's 48 minutes in, and we have not even finished a 2-minute clip because everybody wants to talk about, well, Steph, you got to talk about how their father raised them and how they grew up I don't got to talk about none of that shit. None of it. Because it ain't got nothing to do with this 2-minute clip. Okay? You want to go talk about their sibling rivalry? Go seek fucking therapy. Okay? Go seek therapy. You want to talk about two sisters' sibling rivalry? Okay? Have them go seek therapy. What we're not talking about is the other shit y'all want to talk about. You want to talk about the show? You want to talk about their relationship with Candy? You want to go talk about her husband Rocky and their weird dynamic and his cheating? Go somewhere else. We're talking about a 2-minute clip. Okay? I'm just trying to make myself really clear because I feel like some of y'all are fucking trying me in these comments. And I like a lot of y'all. And I really hate to disrespect you. But y'all really getting on my fucking nerves trying to tell me, myself, how to do what I've been doing for the better part of the year without being wrong. Period. Because if I was always wrong, you guys wouldn't be here. Okay? I'm just trying to be real clear because I feel like there's a whole lot of fucking counter disrespect. So chill the fuck out in the comments. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. Chill the fuck out in the comments, okay? Because I never been wrong once. So the fact that you niggas coming in here like, oh, Steph, you Steph, you gotta talk about it. Be fucking for real. Be for real. Because I don't go to y'all fucking jobs and walk in there and disrespect you like, yeah, bitch, go and get that patient more insulin. I don't tell y'all what to fucking do at your job, and nor do I want to tell you what to do. Okay? The reason why I'm good at analysis because I've been trained in analysis. And granted, I used to only do it when it engaged in political science, but the same applies to shitty celebrity gossip. Seriously. So miss me with the rest of that shit. Miss me with that. And stop fucking trying to tell me how I'm going to run this show when I've already explained it enough. Period. I've explained it enough. I keep saying it. We're only talking about this 2-minute clip. And the shit's still going over everybody's fucking heads. How? We haven't even moved. We're 51 minutes in. We're 51 minutes in. And I've spent more time trying to tell people in the comments, we're not talking about that. We don't need to talk about that. We haven't gotten to that. We're still here. We haven't moved. We're still here. We're in the same spot we started 52 minutes ago. And there's people in the comments, well, you need to do a full analysis. How? How am I going to do a full analysis and y'all won't even let me get past the 2 fucking minutes? I want someone in the comments to explain that to me. How are we supposed to get to a full analysis and we can't even get y'all niggas past 2 minutes? And you want a full analysis? Like I would waste my fucking breath with some shit like that for you. I can't even get you to focus on 2 minutes. I can't get you to focus on 2 fucking minutes. And you want me to spend my fucking Saturday and Sunday watching these 2 fucking hens fight with each other over $45,000 and give you a real world analysis, and you motherfuckers can't even listen to a 2-minute analysis? But I'm supposed to burn out my entire weekend. Y'all got me fucked up. Listen, we're going to talk about this 2-minute clip. Okay? Because we're not even off of it yet. And I really want to get to it. And again, I'm going to say it one more time. For you fucking birds in the comments over here caping for Tamika, a bitch who don't even know you, see your fucking way out because I'm not talking to you anymore. I want to get back to this 2-minute clip because there is a number of inconsistencies in the comments. I'm sorry, in her statement. There's a number of inconsistencies in the statement. I want to get to it. And I'll be damned if I'm going to be stroked by my own audience into some shit. And I can't even be finished. I'm not going to do that, y'all. That's not how it's run over here. I'm sorry. I know y'all, and I'm not talking about all of y'all, but I'm talking about some of y'all. Because I'm looking at the comments, and that's why I'm not even posting them. Because I know some of y'all are already fucking trying me. So I already know by the end of this live stream, a good chunk of y'all are going to be blocked. And I never want to see you again. But the fact that, like, I know I've seen it, you guys. Y'all act like I'm not a content user before I'm a content creator. I use content. I see half of the people in here who keep trying me. I see you in other people's live streams stroking the fuck out of their comment sections and just trying to, like, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You cannot force people to believe what you believe and see what you see without discernible evidence. I've never once on this platform ever told y'all this is what it is and this is how it's going to go. And this is my theory. And if you don't follow along, beat it. I never ever say no shit like that. I say, look, this is what I think is going on. Here's how I'm going to help you decipher this information, and you take what you will. But what you won't do is get all emotional, hyperbolic in the comments. But if you say, Steph, here's my theory. But no one brought me any theory. I read through a chunk of these comments and everyone said, oh, Steph, you're wrong. How am I wrong? But you're wrong. How am I wrong? But it hurts my feelings because you're wrong. And I really like Tamika. But you're wrong. How am I wrong? And yet no one has ever offered anything substantive as to how I'm wrong. And I haven't even gotten to the rest of this 2-minute clip. The fact that most of you are in the comment section not even believing your own ears tells me that you're more fucked up in the head than I thought. She is saying it out of her own mouth, and you don't believe it. I'm repeating what she's saying out of her own mouth. And because you like her so much, you refuse to listen to what she's actually saying. That's sick. And you know what that tells me? That anybody with a nice smile and a good set of pipes could lie to you all goddamn day and night, and you gonna believe it. And that's really fucked up. And then you get in the comments and get all high and mighty when you find out they lying to you. But they told you they was lying. It's right there. But you're absolutely refusing to listen to what Tamika is saying these things. And that's the part that I'm not getting. She's saying these things, and there are people in the comments saying, she didn't say that. That's not what she said. Are y'all all right? Are y'all all right? She said, my management sat down with me. I'm going to repeat what she said because some of y'all still not fucking getting it. My management sat down with me and told me and my sister about a gospel deal. At the end of that 2-minute video, she said, my sister stole my deal. She spent a minute and 45 seconds explaining to some of you dodo brains that she didn't have time to listen to what her sister had to say about the record deal. So she went to bed. She explained in that entire video, she never followed up with her management about that Motown Records deal. But you know who did? Her sister and her sister's husband. And somehow, the stupid fucking people who decided to still be in this live stream cannot understand how some people, there are some people in this world who don't think they need to pick up their phones and make calls. There are some people, which sounds like Tamika, where people have to bring things to them before they would ever make a decision about it. She's saying that in this recording, and there are too many stupid fucking people here who don't want to hear it. She failed to follow up with her management and her sister in regards to a record deal, and is upset with her sister because her sister did. Do y'all hear yourselves? And you go to sleep at night thinking that this girl, LaTosha, and this is just the record deal. This is nothing else. And you go to sleep at night thinking that LaTosha somehow stole something from her sister that her sister had no interest in following up on. Seriously. And that is what y'all call a stolen deal? That's the whole analysis of that 2-minute clip. That Tamika was too lazy to follow up with her own management. She was too lazy to follow up with her own management. LaTosha didn't strong arm Motown Records for that deal. They obviously were like, well, we can't get in touch with Tamika, but we still want the deal. So we're going to work with you and your husband. I mean, that was what she said in that 2-minute clip. And all of that fluff about my sister was talking while I slept. My sister was still talking to my husband. My sister says she's a singer. You know what that was? That was deflection, because she was too fucking lazy to follow up with Motown. And instead of taking responsibility for the fact that she failed to follow up with Motown Records on that gospel album, she threw the blame on her sister as a thief. But some of y'all are too fucking stupid to realize it. So instead of getting through that entire analysis, it's easier just to say, LaTosha's a thief. And Steph, you're wrong. But she said it. It's right there. Her own words. Her own words. She said, I never heard about that deal from my sister again. You didn't have to hear from your sister. According to you, Tamika, your management brought you that deal. So why did you follow up with management? Why was you waiting for your sister to do it? Or do you think everything's supposed to be served to you? Yeah. Listen, y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. And I don't got the energy for it. It's Friday. So fuck what y'all heard. That's it. We'll get to the rest of these videos later. At the end of this live stream, definitely blocking about a good half of y'all. So good luck, Godspeed, and go find another live stream to listen to, because you won't be back here ever again.